Hello, my name is John Thompson. I'm the Technical Director of SJEB Rush, New Jersey Rush, and SJEB. So recently we have announced an affiliation with the Philadelphia Union. So I had a Zoom call with Anthony Flores, who is the Philadelphia Union Youth Technical Director. So this upcoming video is about 10 minutes long, and it details how our affiliation works. Obviously, you've read a lot of literature. It's been posted on the website, so this is an interview with their TD, just to give you a broader insight as to how our relationship is going to work.
The player pathway. So as you know, we've created the pillar where we stand, and we created a development system. We now kind of feed into the Union Academy. From that player pathway program, we then select a fewer group that we want to now go to a tournament with and call our select team. That is, and as, when you look at the development system, that is how, you know, we kind of progress up the ladder in terms of how do we then further identify the players that we really believe that can go up to, let's say, the pre-academy or academy system. You know, we get the pool of 50 to 70. I think we're up to between 50 and 70 players we initially had signed up. And then from the 50 and 70, we're looking to break that down tremendously, probably between anywhere between, I'd say, 20 to 25 players. And the ages we would start with would be boys and girls 10 to 12.
What do you do with the Union Select team if you do get your group of players and you get them together on the team? What kind of games, tournaments, matches do you sell?
Oh, we would be doing, you know, the Potomacs would be doing the Delcos. You know, my focus would be where's the best competition held at. I personally am not a fan of seeing the same thing over and over and over, seeing the same competition. You need a different style, you know, and if that means you have to go to a different region, knowing how good of a group we have, we want to be able to challenge them. Ultimately, that's the goal, right? Once you're entered into the select team in terms of that select program, you know, at that point they've been flagged, they've been evaluated, and they're in our database. Yeah. And every time they step on the field, you know, coaches, we go back to the office, reflect on every player and say, okay, today, you know, he struggled with this. He did well tactically, but maybe psychologically, he has to be a little bit more concentrated. I don't know, but we have now a running clock of this data with him, because ultimately, again, if we move any player up from our side, it's here you go. Here's all the
you got to have the body of work over the.
What do you want to say? Nothing else to say, right? If you're going to do it honestly, right? And so again, that's our goal for that aspect.
And then when you take these guys and you put more evaluations in, and you're giving those evaluations to the academy staff.
Yeah. So I mean, the only ones we would send over is the ones we believe that, you know what, yeah, let's give them a go. You know, and again, it's an easier conversation. I don't care who you are at what level, to just give someone just data, you know, just an entire record of a player, you know, in their development. And I think from our conversation, from our recommendation, especially from Pelican to, and then from you guys as well, because your history with the Union Academy goes further than our conversation right now, because you have had proven yourself as an organization to develop those type of players. Yeah. So to the Union Academy, your reputation is already solidified. Right now, we're just creating a bigger channel, you know, to allow more players in. So in that aspect, it's just going to help boost our conversation. It's not really going to change much because, again, you guys have done mostly all that work at the beginning.
It's at these younger ages, at U8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it's exposing them to more opportunities, more coaching, you know, and coaching from an MLS club. If I was getting coaching by Liverpool when I was a kid, I'd be on cloud 9. I'd have been buzzing, you know, my confidence. I'd be working so hard during the weeks. I knew that I had a Liverpool training session coming up. It's just great incentive for the kids, you know.
It's inspiration. Yeah, inspiration.
Where do the PPP train at then? Where do you do your sessions?
So the sessions, they were initially supposed to be held at the Proving Grounds. All right. So most of the facilities, all of our facilities are going to be on turf. If they're not on turf, we're going to hold them at our own facility, training facility, which we would have had the select team training. If you look at the development system, we would have had the select team training held at the power training facility with the first team training. So basically, I want to give you a good overview of what we believe our methodology is, how we implement it, right? And then from there, I have to find a way where we meet in the middle. And then when we come to your environment and work with your players, we have an understanding of how we want to achieve the goals that we have set place, right? So a lot of what you see here is it's a version from the academy methodology. So it's not something that we just said, hey, let's just put this together and figure that out. No, we've taken what the academy methodology looks like, and we made it more appropriate for our audience base. For us, the pillars begin with the motor and cognitive, which is basically your younger group. Then you start working on the technical and skill development, right? So what technique you're learning, for example, a scissor, how does a scissor apply in a 2v1 situation or a 1v1 situation in the middle of the field versus in front of the goal, right? And that's when you go into individual tactics. How are you teaching each player about the position or the moment in the game that you're in, right? And then from the individual learning that is occurring and developing, then you get a collective group. Then you have group tactics, right? And then therefore team tactics. So I don't want to change what they already know and have. I just want to kind of complement that.
And I could share with you our syllabus, first year 7v7. A lot of it is 1v1 into 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, small group tactics. And we're starting moving up your pyramid there, more larger group tactics.
Yeah.
And team tactics, especially when you get into that U12 age group, you can, cognitively, they can understand a lot more about the lines in the game, the forward line, the midfield line, the back line, and how they all interact with each other. So I'll get out, we share ours, and then, obviously, it'd be great to get your input on what you think about our syllabus and how would you adapt it to kind of your methodology as well, or how do we include your methodology into our syllabus and kind of mesh the two of them together.
In terms of the training, do you have a specific group in mind as of right now that you're going to give us to train with, or?
So we're going to be doing 6 sessions in the fall, right?
Yeah.
6 in the spring, and you come in for 2 hours. So I was breaking it down as to U9, 10, so the 7v7 age group. So you have the 2 age groups together there, and then the U11 and U12 age groups together in the second session. And then you'd be coming down, you got technical biannual visits. So coming down and meeting with all of our technical staff, DLCs, and we can talk philosophy, methodology, syllabus, and kind of we pick your brains and figure out what your academy system's doing. That sounds like a great opportunity for us.
But it was the first weekend of academy play for the U13 boys. And then it was the U14 that followed. And then that night, the USL, the Union 2, opened up at home against, I forgot who they played. But anyways, I spent the whole day looking at their youngest age academy and looking at the first team, i.e., I watched the first team on television, but getting a whole kind of feel of the system, right? Getting the academy methodology, studying that, getting a better layout, right? So with that being said, the next phase for me after seeing those sessions, seeing the games, is now saying, okay, the next time I come back, I want to come back with a staff, from our affiliates, and have these coaches watch the first half and give them some kind of chalk talk. Again, another project that is shelved, but that is how I'm going to kind of introduce our affiliate coaches to our academy systems in the pros.
Yeah, I went to watch my nephew play when I was at home last summer, and he plays for like an academy around my county. So it's like a county. I'm just down on the VIP experience stuff, like affiliate discount for union programs. What kind of programs do you run?
So with that, the U Tour We can have, we can set up with our ticketing department. We would just have to put in a request when you guys would want that to be scheduled, and to make sure on their end as well that the dates are available. In terms of the game day experience, same thing. You know, it's just really figuring out when you want to come down to the stadium and to what extent. You know, we can get you guys, you know, doing like a clinic, a pregame clinic on the Acme field, and we set up a few fields, small sided fields, and they just have at it 3v3, 2v2, a little pregame, and then they just go to the game right after that and just enjoy the game. We're also offering to the public like clinics, you know, pregame clinics, you know, ages 9 to 12 who just want to learn some skills and tricks, right? Nothing too much. It's just more of a friendly way to get kids more engaged before game, get families out, right? Enjoy playing some soccer, and then go watch some soccer, and then have a good night.